Confidence is often mistaken for something you're either born with or without. Many believe that certain people naturally exude confidence while others struggle with self-doubt. But the truth is, confidence isn't a trait you inherit. It's something you build. And the foundation of that confidence is preparation. When you are prepared, you eliminate uncertainty, reduce fear, and allow yourself to step into any situation with a sense of control. Let's take a closer look at how preparation builds confidence, why it works, and how you can use it to transform your personal and professional life. 1. The relationship between preparation and confidence. Imagine you're about to give an important speech in front of hundreds of people. If you've never rehearsed, never studied your topic, and have no idea what you're going to say, how do you feel? Nervous, uncertain, maybe even terrified. Now, imagine the opposite scenario. You've gone over your speech multiple times, practiced in front of a mirror, recorded yourself to refine your delivery, and even rehearsed in front of friends. How do you feel now? There's a sense of assurance, a quiet confidence that you know your material and can handle whatever comes your way. This applies to every area of life. Athletes train for months before competitions, musicians rehearse tirelessly before performances, and professionals spend years studying and honing their skills before they are considered experts. The more prepared you are, the more confident you feel. Confidence is not something that just shows up when you need it. It's the result of repeated practice, exposure, and familiarity with the task at hand. The mind and body are designed to adapt to repetition. When you repeatedly do something, it becomes second nature, and as a result, your confidence grows. 2. Eliminating fear and anxiety through preparation. One of the biggest reasons people lack confidence is fear. Fear of failure, fear of looking foolish, fear of the unknown. But preparation removes uncertainty, which in turn reduces fear. Let's say you have an upcoming job interview. If you walk in without researching the company, without practicing common interview questions, and without preparing answers that highlight your strengths, chances are you'll feel anxious and unsure of yourself. But if you take the time to understand the company, practice answering tough questions, and even rehearse your responses in front of a friend, you will walk into that interview with a sense of calm and confidence. Fear thrives in the unknown, but when you prepare, you turn the unknown into something familiar. You've already visualized what will happen, rehearsed your actions, and anticipated potential challenges. This mental preparation allows you to approach the situation with composure rather than anxiety. 3. The power of over-preparation. There's an old saying, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. When you prepare beyond what is necessary, you create a deep sense of confidence. Think about a lawyer preparing for a high-stakes trial. A good lawyer doesn't just skim over the case file the night before. They study every possible angle, anticipate opposing arguments, and practice their courtroom delivery over and over again. By the time they step into court, they are not just prepared, they are over-prepared, and that gives them an undeniable sense of confidence. The same principle applies in business, sports, public speaking, or any other field. The most confident professionals are not just talented or gifted. They have simply put in more preparation than their peers. They know their material so well that they can handle unexpected challenges without panic. Over-preparation also helps in moments of crisis. When something goes wrong, maybe you forget your lines, technical issues arise, or an unexpected challenge presents itself, being deeply prepared allows you to adapt and handle the situation without losing your confidence. 4. Repetition, the key to mastery and confidence. Repetition is one of the most powerful confidence-building tools. When you do something repeatedly, it stops feeling foreign or intimidating. It becomes second nature. Think about driving a car. The first time you sat behind the wheel, you probably felt nervous. You had to think about every little action, checking your mirrors, turning the wheel, pressing the gas or brake. But after months or years of driving, you no longer think about these steps consciously. They happen automatically, and as a result, you feel completely confident behind the wheel. This is how confidence works. The more you do something, the less intimidating it becomes. The less intimidating it becomes, the more confidence you develop. This principle applies to everything: public speaking, sales calls, negotiations, leadership, social interactions, and any other skill. The more you repeat an action, the more natural it feels, and the more confidence you gain. 5. Preparation builds trust in yourself. At the core of confidence is self-trust, the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. This trust is built through preparation. When you prepare thoroughly, you send a message to yourself: I am capable, I am ready, I know what I'm doing. On the other hand, when you fail to prepare, self-doubt creeps in. You start questioning yourself. Did I do enough? What if I don't know the answer? What if I mess up? This uncertainty erodes confidence. Self-trust is developed over time, and preparation is the most effective way to cultivate it. The more you prepare, the more you prove to yourself that you are competent, capable, and ready to handle challenges. 6. The role of mental preparation. While physical preparation is crucial, mental preparation is just as important. The way you think about a situation affects your confidence levels. Top athletes and performers use visualization techniques to prepare mentally. They see themselves succeeding in their minds before they step onto the stage or field. They rehearse the feeling of confidence, competence, and control. This mental preparation reinforces their belief that they are ready. You can use the same technique in your own life. Before an important event, take time to visualize yourself succeeding. Picture yourself speaking clearly, performing effortlessly, or handling challenges with ease. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences, so this type of mental preparation can significantly boost confidence. 7. The difference between winging it and being ready. Some people try to wing it in life. They walk into situations unprepared, hoping that things will work out. Sometimes they get lucky, but more often than not, they struggle. Contrast that with someone who has taken the time to prepare. They have done their research, practiced their skills, and anticipated obstacles. When they step into the situation, they radiate confidence because they know they are ready. There is a massive difference between hoping things go well and knowing they will go well, and that difference is preparation. That's the power of preparation. It is the foundation of confidence, the antidote to fear, and the key to success in any area of life. Self-respect fuels confidence. Self-respect is often an overlooked component of confidence, yet it plays a foundational role in how we perceive ourselves and, consequently, how confidently we present ourselves to the world. Self-respect is about valuing yourself, holding yourself to certain standards, and behaving in a way that aligns with your core values and principles. When you respect yourself, confidence is a natural byproduct. Think about it. Confidence isn't just bravado or outward showmanship. It's a deep internal state of being that arises when you trust yourself, when you feel good about who you are, and when you believe you deserve success and happiness. And this state of being is built on the pillars of self-respect. 1. Keeping promises to yourself. One of the most straightforward ways to build self-respect is by keeping promises to yourself. When you decide you're going to wake up early and exercise, and you follow through, you're building self-respect. You're sending a message to yourself: I can rely on me. Every time you break a promise to yourself, whether it's skipping that workout, procrastinating on a project, or not following through on a commitment, you chip away at your self-respect. And when self-respect erodes, so does confidence. After all, how can you feel confident when deep down you don't trust yourself to follow through? In contrast, every time you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you strengthen your self-respect. You develop a track record of reliability, and this inner trust becomes the bedrock of confidence. 2. Setting boundaries and saying no. Setting healthy boundaries is another crucial aspect of self-respect. When you allow others to overstep your boundaries, Whether it's taking advantage of your time, disrespecting you, or imposing their will upon you, you send yourself a subtle message. My needs don't matter. But when you stand up for yourself, assert your needs, and respectfully decline requests that compromise your values or well-being, you reinforce self-respect. You show yourself that you value your own needs and that you won't sacrifice your integrity to please others. This assertiveness builds confidence. When you know you can protect your own interests and stand up for yourself, you walk through life with a sense of empowerment. You're not afraid to say no, and you're not afraid of the consequences, because you know that you have your own back. 3. Cultivating discipline. Discipline is often misunderstood as rigid or harsh, but in reality, it's a form of self-respect. When you practice discipline, you're prioritizing long-term goals over short-term gratifications. You're telling yourself that your dreams and aspirations are worth the effort and sacrifice. Take, for example, someone who wants to run a marathon. Training requires waking up early, pushing through fatigue, and resisting the temptation to skip workouts. Each disciplined action reinforces self-respect. It says, I respect myself enough to chase my goals. This discipline translates directly into confidence. When you know you've put in the work, adhered to your plan, and honored your commitments, you feel prepared. And with that preparation comes confidence. Not just in running the marathon, but in facing any challenge that comes your way. 4. Embracing your values. Living in alignment with your values is a profound way to build self-respect. When your actions reflect what you truly believe in, you feel a sense of harmony and authenticity. There's no internal conflict, no dissonance between who you are and what you do. When you betray your values, perhaps by engaging in dishonest behavior, ignoring ethical standards, or compromising your integrity to fit in, you diminish your self-respect. You might gain temporary approval from others, but you lose respect for yourself, which chips away at your confidence. But when you stand firm in your values, even when it's hard, you develop a resilient form of confidence. You know who you are and what you stand for. This inner certainty radiates outward, and others can sense it too. They see someone who isn't swayed by external pressures, but is grounded in their own principles. 5. Investing in self-care. Self-care is often dismissed as indulgent or selfish, but in reality, it's a powerful expression of self-respect. When you take care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, you're signaling to yourself that you're worthy of care and attention. Consider someone who neglects their health, works themselves to the point of burnout, or ignores their emotional needs. This neglect sends a message: I'm not important enough to take care of. Over time, this mindset erodes confidence, as it's hard to feel good about yourself when you're constantly running on empty. On the other hand, when you make time for rest, pursue hobbies you enjoy, nurture your relationships, and maintain your health, you cultivate self-respect. You acknowledge that you are valuable and deserving of good things, which builds a quiet, steady confidence. 6. Learning and personal growth. Self-respect also involves a commitment to growth. When you invest in learning and developing new skills, you're demonstrating respect for your potential. You're saying, I am capable of more. A person who stops learning, who refuses to adapt or challenge themselves, stagnates. This stagnation can lead to a lack of confidence, as the world around them continues to evolve while they remain the same. But when you commit to lifelong learning, you continuously expand your capabilities. Each new skill, each book read, each challenge overcome adds to your sense of competence. And as your competence grows, so does your confidence. You start to believe, if I could learn this, what else can I achieve? 7. Practicing self-compassion. Finally, self-respect involves being kind to yourself. Many people are their own harshest critics. constantly berating themselves for mistakes or perceived inadequacies. This harshness erodes self-respect. But when you practice self-compassion, acknowledging your flaws while recognizing your inherent worth, you cultivate a healthier relationship with yourself. You understand that making mistakes doesn't make you a failure, it makes you human. This compassionate approach builds confidence because you're no longer paralyzed by the fear of failure. You know that no matter what happens, you will treat yourself with kindness and understanding. This safety net allows you to take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and pursue your dreams without the crippling fear of self-recrimination. I've expanded on the idea of how self-respect is deeply intertwined with confidence, diving into various aspects and providing some depth. Let me know if you'd like to adjust anything. The people you surround yourself with play an enormous role in shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your confidence. This is a principle that has been emphasized by some of the most successful individuals in history. There's a famous saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It might sound simple, but its implications are profound. The company you keep influences your mindset, your habits, and even your sense of self-worth. If you want to build confidence, achieve success, and grow into the best version of yourself, you must be intentional about the people you associate with. Many people underestimate just how much their social circle impacts their belief systems. Confidence doesn't exist in isolation. It's shaped by external influences, including the attitudes, values, and behaviors of the people you interact with daily. If you spend time around negative, pessimistic individuals who doubt themselves and constantly complain about life, that energy will seep into your own thinking. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who believe in themselves, take action, and strive for excellence, that confidence and drive will begin to rub off on you. 1. How your environment shapes your confidence. Imagine 2 different individuals. The first person spends their time with people who are constantly doubting themselves, blaming circumstances for their failures, and discouraging any form of ambition. Every time this person shares a goal, their friends respond with skepticism. Are you sure you can do that? Well, it's risky, I wouldn't try it. People like us don't get those kinds of opportunities. Over time, even if this person started out with big dreams, the constant doubt and negativity would begin to take a toll. They might start second-guessing themselves, questioning their abilities, and ultimately giving up before they even try. Their confidence erodes, not because they aren't capable, but because their environment has conditioned them to believe they aren't. Now, consider the second individual. This person spends time with people who are driven, optimistic, and constantly pushing themselves to be better. When they share a goal, the response is completely different. That's a great idea. How can we make it happen? I know someone who's done something similar. I'll introduce you. You've got the skills to pull this off. Keep going. The difference in mindset is night and day. The second individual, constantly surrounded by encouragement, will naturally develop a stronger sense of confidence. Their environment reinforces the belief that success is possible, that challenges can be overcome, and that they have what it takes to achieve their dreams. 2. The influence of peer expectations. Human beings have an innate tendency to adapt to the expectations of those around them. If your closest friends and peers expect you to be lazy, mediocre, or unambitious, you will likely conform to those expectations. But if your circle expects excellence, growth, and hard work, you will rise to meet those standards. Think about how powerful this is. If you want to be confident and successful, you must surround yourself with people who expect confidence and success from you. When you associate with individuals who are constantly improving, striving for their best, and holding themselves accountable, it pushes you to do the same. You don't want to be the one who's slacking while everyone else is making progress. This is why elite athletes train together. They push each other beyond their perceived limits. If an athlete trained alone, they might stop when they feel tired. But when surrounded by others who keep going, they dig deeper and push through the discomfort. This same principle applies to confidence. When you're around people who believe in themselves and take bold action, you are encouraged to step up and do the same. 3. The hidden influence of negativity. Not all associations are obvious in their effects. Sometimes people think they are immune to negativity, believing that they can be around complainers, doubters, and pessimists without being affected. But negativity is like secondhand smoke. You don't have to be the one smoking for it to harm you. When you consistently hear negative talk, even if you don't agree with it, it starts to take root in your subconscious. Doubt creeps in, slowly and subtly. You might not even notice it at first. But over time, you find yourself hesitating more, questioning yourself more, and playing smaller than you should. This is why it's crucial to audit your associations. Who do you spend the most time with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Do they encourage you to believe in yourself, or do they instill doubt? You might need to make difficult decisions about limiting your time with people who drain your confidence and replacing them with those who fuel it. 4. Learning from those ahead of you. One of the most effective ways to build confidence is to associate with people who are already where you want to be. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, spend time with entrepreneurs. If you want to be a great speaker, surround yourself with skilled speakers. By observing and learning from those who have already achieved what you aspire to, you gain insights, strategies, and most importantly, belief. When you see someone else succeed, it sends a powerful message. It's possible. It eliminates the illusion that only special people can achieve great things. When you personally know people who have done what you want to do, confidence follows naturally. You begin to internalize the belief that you too can reach those heights. 5. The power of a mastermind group. Many of the most successful people in history, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, were part of mastermind groups. These were groups of like-minded individuals who met regularly to discuss ideas, solve problems, and hold each other accountable. Being part of such a group creates an environment where confidence is cultivated. Everyone is working toward big goals, and the collective energy pushes each member to stay motivated and take action. When you see others making progress, it reinforces your belief that you can do the same. If you don't already have a circle that challenges and uplifts you, consider creating one. It doesn't have to be formal. A few motivated friends meeting weekly to discuss goals and progress can make a huge difference. The key is to be surrounded by people who push you to be better, who support your growth, and who reinforce confidence rather than diminish it. I've expanded on how the people you associate with shape your confidence, diving into the psychological and social aspects of this powerful principle. Let me know if you'd like any further refinement. Take action even before you feel ready. One of the biggest myths about confidence is that you need to feel ready before you take action. People believe they must have all the knowledge, skills, and perfect circumstances in place before making a move. This mindset keeps them stuck, waiting for the right moment that never comes. The truth is, confidence doesn't come before action. It comes as a result of taking action. If you wait until you feel fully ready, you'll be waiting forever. Think about any big moment in life. Your first job interview, your first time speaking in public, your first major decision. Did you feel fully prepared? Most likely not. But you did it anyway. And once you got through it, you realized it wasn't as terrifying as you had imagined. That's how confidence is built. Not by waiting for certainty, but by stepping forward despite uncertainty. Many people struggle with self-doubt and hesitation. They tell themselves, I'll start my business once I've taken one more course. I'll apply for that job when I feel more confident. I'll go to the gym when I'm in better shape. These excuses feel logical, but they are nothing more than fear disguised as preparation. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who wait for confidence before taking action. They are the ones who act first and let confidence follow. 1. Action creates competence. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate is that they believe they need to know everything before they start. But real competence, the kind that breeds true confidence, only comes from experience. Consider learning to drive. The first time you sat behind the wheel, you probably felt nervous. You didn't feel ready because you hadn't done it before. But with each attempt, your confidence grew. By taking action, by actually driving, you became more competent, and that confidence turned into confidence. This principle applies to every area of life. You don't become a great speaker by reading books on public speaking. You become one by standing up and speaking, even when your voice shakes. You don't become a successful entrepreneur by waiting until you feel ready. You start before you're ready, make mistakes, and learn along the way. 2. Overcoming the perfectionist trap. Many people delay action because they believe everything must be perfect before they begin. They convince themselves that they need the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect conditions. This is a lie that keeps them stuck. Perfectionism is just fear in disguise. It's a way of avoiding the discomfort of taking action. The problem is, perfection is an illusion. No matter how much you prepare, there will always be something you don't know. If you wait until you have every detail figured out, you will never start. Successful people understand that imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. They move forward even when they don't have all the answers, trusting that they will figure things out along the way. They understand that mistakes are not failures, they are stepping stones to success. 3. Fear never goes away, but you can move forward anyway. Many people believe that confident individuals don't experience fear. This couldn't be further from the truth. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of fear, it's their willingness to act despite it. Fear is a natural response whenever you step outside your comfort zone. It's your brain's way of trying to keep you safe. But the problem is, safety often means stagnation. If you only do what feels safe, you will never grow. Think about the first time you tried something new. Maybe it was learning a skill, starting a new job, or even speaking up in a meeting. You probably felt nervous. Your heart raced, your palms got sweaty, and your mind filled with doubt. But once you took action, the fear started to fade. With each repetition, what once seemed terrifying became second nature. This is why taking action, even before you feel ready, is so important. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, the more you realize that fear is just an emotion. It doesn't control you unless you let it. 4. Confidence is built through proof. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And the way you build it is by proving to yourself that you can handle challenges. Every time you take action, even when you don't feel ready, you gather proof that you are capable. You show yourself that you can figure things out, that you can adapt, that you can overcome obstacles. Over time, these small wins stack up, and before you know it, you've built unshakable confidence. On the other hand, if you wait for confidence before taking action, you never gather this proof. You remain stuck in a cycle of self-doubt because you have no evidence to convince yourself otherwise. Think about someone who wants to start a business, but keeps delaying because they don't feel ready. Every day they wait, they reinforce the belief that they're not capable. But if they take one small step, setting up a website, making a call, launching a product, they begin building proof that they can do it. Each action reinforces the belief in their ability, and their confidence grows. 5. Small actions lead to big results. Many people get overwhelmed thinking they need to take massive action immediately, but confidence isn't built in a single leap. It's built through small, consistent steps. If you want to be more confident socially, start by talking to one new person a day. If you want to get in shape, start by going to the gym for just 10 minutes. If you want to start a business, begin by doing one small thing today. Researching, making a call, setting up an account. These small actions compound over time. What starts as a single step turns into momentum. And once momentum builds, confidence follows naturally. 6. Action rewires your brain. Your brain is constantly learning from your behavior. Every time you take action, your brain registers it as a success. It reinforces the belief that you are someone who takes action, someone who follows through, someone who gets things done. On the other hand, every time you hesitate or back down from a challenge, your brain registers that too. It reinforces the belief that you are someone who avoids action, who lets fear win, who doesn't follow through. This is why action is so powerful. It's not just about achieving external results. It's about rewiring your brain to believe in yourself. When you take action, even before you feel ready, you send a powerful message to yourself. I am capable. I can handle this. I am someone who takes bold steps toward my goals. And that is the foundation of true confidence.